Guys, I find out the unseen is here, right here. Like we have a physical body, right? So we take up space in the unseen, the bodies, right? They don't take up no space, because we physical we take up space. Is like this room, you're gonna hold like 20 of us, and you're gonna fill up, right? In the unseen, like the beans and them, like more than a millions of beings could live in that room here. They don't take up space. And when they say it's a veil, it's really a veil, but it look like water. So you have to see that thing like a veil, but it's not like a fabric, but it look like fabric, but it clear like water. And so are the beans on them over there. They clear like water. And sometimes, like, no, if I wear my glasses, I'm unable to see. I tell you, man, everything is here, guys. There is no heaven. There is no place to die and go when they call it heaven. Man, everything is here. Think about you conscious without the body. You seen everything. You seen everything. You seen TV. You seen you. You seen you. You say you gone, but you're still here without the body, and you're observing everything, but you cannot take part in this here. You could see, you could follow people around, but you cannot touch them. You cannot interact with them, but you could just observe them. And that's what the next side doing, guys. They're just observing. They cannot take part here. And neither we cannot take part over there. You know. Sometimes we smoke a weed, we smoke uh some people smoke heroin, they eat magic mushroom and that kind of thing to just go over there. And so but they can't go over there for long. And some people over there, I say people, but these beans and them over there could take any form. They could take any form. They could pass through you, you know what I'm saying? But maybe you tripped a little and you got on the frequency, maybe one of them bunks you and stuff like that. But this bean and them is like here, right here with us, right here, right here. Just like the fishes in the sea is right here as us, fishing, the dolphin, everything. There's right here. The animals, there's right here. You know what I'm saying? The trees is right here. All that is beings. All that is being. But we compare everything based on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at intelligence, and you see you guys is the most intelligent being on the face of the earth. So the ego have blind man. But man is not the most intelligent being on the face of the earth. You know. They have beings we talk and stuff. We have beings they don't talk and they're strong. They'll control your mind and all kind of thing, in that way. You know. Religion and thing limit us. Education system limit us of what we could think about what exists. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a wild man like me, then every little things have a opposite, and everything in life is like two, negative and positive, and everything you could speak about, you have a in and out about it. You have a male and female thing about it, and because Everything have opposite. Everything have opposites in this world. Everything. So we are physical and spiritual. You could see the physical, you cannot see the spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And go and go and up. Just practice studying opposites, man. You know what I'm saying? But I know there's lots of beings and different forms, different shapes, and they have consciousness. But just because they don't look like a man or a woman, you think they don't have self awareness and you think they don't have consciousness. You know, if you go in the Einstein and to look at the kind of things that they over there, and all of them have consciousness, all of them have self awareness. You know, but they're observing us, but they cannot take part here. Just like some of us could see on the next side, but we cannot take part over there. For example, if we see the next side 100%, and we're driving, and the next side somebody crossing the street, some being crossing the street, you'll slam our brakes because you could see the next side. But the man behind you cannot see the next side and you go mash up your car from behind because you will slam to save somebody that's in front of you, that you see. And if you see the both side, if you see the both side, you will be a problem to you because you don't know what is spiritual or what is physical. So that's why you could only be on one at a time, you know. And most of the time, when you have to go on the spiritual side, you have to shut down your body, shut down your physical body. Like when you go on yoga, you go on meditation, you have to shut down your physical body, and then you go within, and that's spiritual over there. But when you go within, sometimes you could hear the physical world, but you cannot interact in the physical world when you go on a deep meditation. You could hear you might hear your loved ones speaking, but you cannot interact with them because you're on the spiritual side until they wake you up and you come back. Or you hear something stutter you and then you come back here. But you cannot be in two places at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because it won't be good for you, it won't be nice for you. Like, look at some madman in the street. Why you think they call them mad? Because they're in two places at the same time. They don't know if they're in the physical, they don't know if they're in the spiritual. Because they're talking to people that you cannot see. Having that conversation with beings that you cannot see, but they're seeing it because they and the two side of the both two sides they are you look weird. They spiritual, but yet they're physical. They look weird here, you know. So that's why most of the time when you go to the spiritual side, you have to shut down the physical, be in a quiet place, and you go over there and dwell over there and grow in your spirit over. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.